Good afternoon guys, welcome to the channel again. As you can see on the screen here, there's a 2016 595 Abarth Turismo in white. This one was on auction today. I was going to film me watching the auction, bidding on the auction, but unfortunately I was at work, so I had to do it. I had to bid while I was at work. Just going to give a quick flick through the photos. So there's no number plates on it, so it's 2016 66 reg, 15,000 miles on the clock. There's not that much wrong with it. As we'll zoom in, you'll see there's a, let's just go to the zoom. You can see there's a dent there, scuff on the door, a dent in the rear quarter, which isn't that bad, and just up here, something's going on with the door there, so that's obviously had a bit of a crunch in the side there. Not particularly serious crunch. That will easily pull out and fix. That won't be a problem. And that side's fine. Nice leather, black leather seats. It's got climate control as well, which is a bonus, unless it goes wrong, of course. Black leather seats. Engine looks clean. It's only done 15,000 miles, so there's a couple of little marks on it now. What we got here is the airbag light on. I was under the impression, well, I'll come to it in a second, when you get to the inside, there's a closer view of the dent there. There's nothing much. Back bumper split. Now there's a couple on eBay, complete bumpers, but I thought what I might do is have a go and see if I can repair this one. I've done it before on a red Sport, front bumper, which was completely cracked down one side, and I didn't make too bad a job of it. But I thought I might have a go, so what I'll do is I'm going to plastic weld it, hot staple it and plastic weld it. I probably won't even take it off the car to do that. Rub it down, grind it off, fill it, prime it, spray it. Depending on what it looks like, I might get one of those, just for the time being anyway, is I might get one of those protectors that goes along there. You can get them for about 35 quid, chrome ones or black ones. I think the chrome ones look better. If I can get a brushed chrome one to match the handle there, the boot handle, even better. Yeah, it depends what it looks like. Because at the moment, so there's a couple on there. One's really ropey, and the other one, he wants £260, but it wants £80 for delivery, which is ridiculous. So I don't mind paying £260 for one, as it's complete, because I've got a towing eye missing there as well. It might be in the car, it might not. That might be it hanging down there. It's a bit difficult to tell. So I may need to get one of those anyway. So it's not the end of the world, that. What else have we got? It's the VIN number. If we go back, I must have missed it when we were on the picture of the side of the car. As you can see there, no seatbelt. What I've done, when I was viewing the HD pictures, I can't do it now for some reason. Yes, we can. If we look at the edge of the seat there, hang on, let's get over there. I think the airbag's gone as well in the seat. I never realised that, but yeah, it looks like the airbag has gone in the seat, which is a pain. I think I've probably got an airbag, but it just means having to get the seat sewn back up again, which is a nuisance. I still would have bid on it had I noticed that. I just didn't notice it. I noticed the seatbelt. I noticed the airbag light was on, but I didn't notice that. That's a little bit annoying, but there you go. One of those things. I could just get and see if I can pick up a new seat, which would probably cost me, I don't know, a couple of £100 to get a new seat. Or I could just buy an airbag for probably 15 quid if I haven't already got one, and get it sewn up. With those gone, there probably won't be any crash data. So more than likely we'll just reset, but we'll find that out. If not, I can always take the airbag ECU and send it off to get it reset. Not a problem. So anyway, so yeah, that was up in Chester today. Don't forget, I'm in South London. This was in Chester, which is, I don't know, 250 miles away, something like that, 260 miles away. My usual delivery guy wants 250 quid to get it, so I've gone on to Shipley, and Shipley, so far the cheapest quote's coming in at 280. They normally have a bit of a battle between them and the prices go down, so I'm going to leave it till tomorrow morning and see what it says. If they're still up at around the 280, I may as well use my normal guy. I know I can trust him, he's great. He said he'll go and get it for me on Friday, so I shall get it Friday. Which I've just given the game away, because yes, I did bid on it and I did win it. What did I buy? What did I pay it for? Well, it was I think it was about £3,600 when it started, when the auction started. There was some furious bidding going on. A couple of people in Britain. Then there was someone in, I can't remember where it was now. It was a long way away. It was somewhere like Pakistan or somewhere. So God knows what how they were going to get it there. Stick it in a shipping container, I guess. But yeah, so I had a good bid. It was the first lot. So it was in lane A, and it was item number 1. So bang on 12 o'clock it started. I was driving at work, so I had to stop, pull over, and I got onto the Copart app to start bidding 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds before it started. And I was the high bidder. So I got it for 5,800. It says their current amount due is 6,764. That's if you pay by credit card. When you pay by their preferred method, it comes down. It actually comes down to 6,400 and something or other. I haven't paid for it yet. I'll pay for it tomorrow morning. So that the estimated value was 11,000. Where are we? £11,095. I think it's probably worth more than that. But yeah, once it's repaired, it will certainly be worth that. So yeah, 5,800 quid. 6,400 something. I will come to the proper price when I paid it, but that's what I bought today. So this is going to be for me to keep. A nice little white 2016 Abarth. Can't wait to get it probably on Friday. It's the Turismo, so it's 160 brake horsepower, I believe, rather than the standard 140 that's in the standard 595. It's got the nice wheels on it. Yeah, that's it really. So when it comes on Friday, I'll be filming that, and hopefully I remember to film it when it's on the trailer, or when the trailer pulls up. You can see it on there as well. So yeah, so I'll be back on Friday or whenever I get it. Until then, enjoy looking at it. I just remembered as well, a little tip I found out yesterday. I was watching another YouTube, one of the people that I follow, Salvage Hunters, and found out a little tip from him. He was talking about the V62. The V62 is the form that you send off to get a logbook if you don't have a logbook when you get the car. Most salvage cars you don't get a logbook. If you're lucky you will get one, but more often than not there is no logbook. It will always say, normally you get this V5 notes, and on there it will have, it will tell you that the V5 is included. Nothing on there, so there's no V5 included on this one. So I have to send off for a logbook. The annoying thing is the logbooks normally take up to 6 weeks. They normally come around between sort of 2 and 3 weeks, but can take up to 6 weeks. So basically, there's a top tip which I never knew, and I found out a little bit more today when I rang the DVLA. So the V62 form, you fill in the V62 form. If it's a Cat N, you need to send off £25. If it's a Cat S, you get a new logbook for free. If you phone up the DVLA, speak to them and say to them, I've just bought a salvage car, can you tell me whether there's any keeper details on file? They obviously won't tell you who the keeper is, but they will tell you if there's any keeper details on file. If there's not, you can go to the post office with a V62, pay the £25, and they will let you tax the car. Otherwise, you can't tax the car until you get the V5 back from the DVLA, which means you either drive around illegally with no road tax and risk getting clamped or towed away or fined, or all three, or you have to stick it on your drive and wait, and God knows how long, until you get the logbook through, and then you use the document reference number as you normally do to get your road tax online. So if, as I say, I'll just repeat that again, if there is no keeper on file, you take the V62 to a main post office that does road tax. They will send the V62 off for you, and they will put the road tax through for you, so you can then drive the car. You do have to pay the £25 even if it's Cat S, but what the DVLA told me was when they receive that V62 from the post office, providing no V5 has been produced since you sent that form off, which obviously there won't be because you're the one that's bought the car, they will refund you the £25. So I'm sure they will do that. So that is going to save a lot of grief, and I really wish I'd known that before. So I found some of that out from Robert Salvage, whatever he's called. I've forgotten the name of his channel now. And then I sort of found out a little bit more after talking to the DVLA today. So it's really good news. I've had many car that I've not been able to drive, that's had to stay on my driveway while I've been waiting for that logbook to come. Obviously I can't sell it till I've got the logbook. Normally, I'm not selling this one, I'm keeping this one for myself. But yeah, that's a real pain, and that solves that one. So I think probably, to be honest, most salvage cars, because they're salvage cars, have probably already had the keeper struck off of their system. So it probably will show salvage or in trade or something like that, rather than the keeper. So that's really good news. So yeah, so anyway, there's a top tip for you for the day. Don't forget, I'll be back Friday. For the magic of YouTube, it will be in seconds for you. And I've got a long wait. It's Tuesday today, so I've got 3 days until Friday until it gets picked up and delivered. So if I snap my fingers, you will then see it being driven along on the trailer on Friday sometime. Snap my fingers, and by the magic of YouTube. Because I'm going to upload this video beforehand. So yeah, there'll be a new video on Friday showing you the car, have a little walk around and see how it is, see what it's like in real life instead of just looking at these pictures. So yeah, so we'll come back on Friday. So this is a very short video for today. Just out of interest, I did buy another car yesterday, or day before yesterday. It was delivered yesterday, but we'll come back and do a separate video on that. I'm hoping to do a video possibly on Friday for that as well, maybe before actually. I might do it before that. But that's a Poplar, 2010 Poplar. Be a big surprise. Or did I actually go? No, you've already got a video, haven't you? There is a video up. So you know that I paid £300 for it. So that was delivered yesterday. This is where the V62 information's come from, because that is currently sitting outside with a cover over it. Because as you know, I still can't use my drive until the weekend. So obviously it's not taxed at the moment, but it needs to be taxed. I tried to tax it today, went to my local post office, and they no longer do tax, so I've got to go to a proper post office tomorrow to do it. So yeah, it's got a car cover over it at the moment, because obviously it's smashed up at the front. That'll be going on the drive on Friday or Saturday, and it will be taxed anyway, so we won't need to worry about that. So yeah, we'll do another video on that within the next couple of days. But yeah, I hope this hasn't been too much waffling for you, and have a good look at this lovely Abarth.